get the key in under... Oh, wait. Maybe I can baby oil the... It's crazy, but it might just work. Make opening it harder. Okay, too short won't give me enough leverage. Fair enough. Let's go visit the wife again. Was that Mr. Morton I heard in the hallway? He was just here to drop off the keys. Did you get a creepy vibe off of him? Can't say I did. He still seems quite nice to me. My love. So what was your dream about? You really want to hear it? It's a bit graphic considering that you just ate. I've read about pregnancy dreams. I think I could take it. Are you studying up on pregnancy? Of course. I want to share what you're going through as much as I can. You might just make a good father after all. Anyway, I was sipping my drink on the sun deck when I heard the sound of running water. So I looked around for the source when I noticed the water came from me. Dreamt your water broke? That's what I thought, but after a while it was pouring out of me like a spring flood. Dreaming about water is pretty common during pregnancy after what I've read. Pros are supposed to show up to them. Don't be a smartass, Victor. Sorry, it's a bit too graphic for me. What happened then? So I'm sitting there feeling embarrassed in front of the crew members. Oh, that's right, she said she was on a cruise. I remember trying to cover my lady bits with a towel. But by this point it's gushing out of me basically, so it's not like the towel is doing any good. I'm sitting there smiling apologetically to the crowd around me when I hear a sound, like a cork popping out of a champagne bottle. When I look down between my legs, this fully dressed little man shoots out of me and flops down onto the deck. As some of the people from the crowd help him up, I see who it is, the caretaker from last night. He gets up, brushes the water from his coat, looks at my private parts and casually says, "That's the most interesting entryway to date. I'll have to make a note of it in my journal." Wait, what? Sounds like more like a professor than a caretaker. Yeah, there was something dryly academic about him. He's just old, Alicia. They're all a bit dry. Then what? That's when I woke up. Odd thing to say after just being born. Does entryway mean that he's going back in at some point? It's like the caretaker made quite an impression on you. I thought he seemed nice last night. I thought he seemed nice last night, but dreaming this. Yeah, I can see how it would be weird seeing him again after that. I'll get over it. I just need a little time. Anything else? Oh, okay. I think I'll go downstairs to see if the moving firms arrived. You do that, Victor. Imagine you couldn't do that without the keys. So maybe they have my handy-dandy crowbar. Let's auto-shave, and alright. Examine box. Box contains fire equipment. Door is locked, probably. Oh, that's weird. What's all this about? Cyril seems to have been sealed off. Judging by the warning tape, I'd say it's probably hazardous. Would be very polite. They don't want to upset our new neighbors. Let's see if anybody's home. Oh, hey.
Yes?
Hello, ma'am. My name's Victor Neff. My wife and I just moved in across the hall from you. Just thought I'd stop by and introduce myself.
Well, hello there, young fella. I'm Edie Jones, the resident senior in this house.
You live here by yourself?
Yes, I do. It's just me and my memories now. I used to have a husband around, but then he went the way of mortal men.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. I didn't care much for him anyway. There was only room for one woman in his life. She wasn't me, if you know what I mean. You say your name's Victor Neff? Like the actor?
Like the actor, but he lived a bit before my time now.
But you two must be related, surely.
No relation, I'm afraid. Never seen any of his movies either, to be honest.
Ah, you're missing out then. He had a knack for playing brutes. Used to be a boxer, see, before he took up acting.
Then I assure you our similarities end with our names.
You seem like such a polite young man. I like the caretaker here.
Mr. Morton?
Yeah, that's the one.
You don't like him?
How could I? He tried to get me evicted as soon as his father died. Fortunately, I've got connection with the housing board in this town.
What do you know about him?
Not as much as I care to. I've lived here long enough to see him grow up. I knew his father quite well. He was the caretaker prior to Felix, a wonderful man. Unfortunately, the apple fell far from the tree in this case. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm afraid I'm being rude to my guests. A game of bridge between three is, after all, not a game of bridge at all.
See you later then, Mrs. Jones. Just call me Edie.
Everyone does.
Apparently she sounds like me. Bye then, Edie.
Goodbye, dear.
Apologies for the kitty cat interlude there. If that actually picked up. Anyway, let's call the elevator. Hello, elevator. Oh, the little needle moves. Nice touch.
Ah, I thought that might happen.
Seem to be having some problem with the elevator.
The door jams every once in a while. You'd be well advised to keep some sort of grease product handy to keep on to use on the hinges, you see. I lent you some butter, but I'm all out, I'm afraid.
That's okay, I'll probably be able to find something. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Not at all. I'm having a few friends over the bridge, but they're about as fast as glaciers. They wouldn't even notice that I'm gone for a few minutes.
The apartments are fabulous, but these little houses can be a bit creepy.
Well, what did you expect from a house built on Indian burial ground?
What?
I'm just jostling you, son. It's founded on bedrock, steady as can be. You couldn't bury someone here unless they'd gotten run over by a steamroller.
I like her. Sorry for disturbing, man. I'll see you later then, Edie.
Goodbye, dear.
Alright, since we already got the other discussion. Alright, so baby oil, elevator, lube it up. Examine keyhole. What's this all about? Access basement needs to require a key. Will this key work on it? Is it in the, okay, not the right key. We are on the second floor. Can I go to the third floor? Let's go check it out. Oh, that's the stairwell again, duh. Let's harass all the neighbors. Nobody seems to be home. Can't take the mop. Maybe nobody lives on this floor, I don't even know. Alright, are the movers here yet? Stairwell's still sealed. Sneaky Pete. Creeping. Hey! What's up, Mr. Morton? See the key in Mr. Morton's office. Mr. Morton's office, the ink pad looks relatively new. Old wooden stamp. What's up? Hello again, Mr. Neff. Do you require anything else? Might as well. Strange as it may seem, my wife had a dream about you. Oh? Yeah, what did she dream? Spare the details, but it was something about a cruise boat and deck chairs. Please don't skip the details on my account. Oh, I'm sure you don't want to hear it. Pregnancy dreams are often a bit messed up. I'm afraid I wouldn't know that. I've never married, let alone fathered a child. Is that all? Does your family owns this building? That's right, my great-grandfather built this house back in the mid-19th century. It's gone from generation to generation since then. I'm the last in the line. Was there anything else? Well, what can you tell me about the estate? My great-grandfather used most of it for his research. He was one of the first to study and try to remedy sleeping disorders. How handy. The patients would live in wards upstairs while undergoing treatment. But as funding became an issue, he sectioned off more and more of it as apartments. In the end, this office in the back room was all that remained. So about the other inhabitants. They keep to themselves mostly. It's a pretty quiet house, and that's the way I like it. Apart from you and me, there are 3 other inhabitants in the estate. Top floor is Mr. Willard. He doesn't get out much due to his disability. Next to him lives Miss Steed. She works as a night nurse at the Abbey Hospital. She's asleep during the day, so I rarely see her. Next to you, we have Mrs. Jones, a widow since a few years back. I'm afraid her age is starting to get the better of her. But on a good day, she's still quite lucid. Nothing else right now. I'm here if you need me.